Hey guys, how's it going? Last video of the year. Can't believe it. And we are ending the year with the same action figure line that started it, which is the DC Mcfarlane multiverse line. Now, technically, this is a Mcfarlane digital line, but whatever. So here's the box, it's all blue, and we're reviewing the Atom. We got the Atom DC, the Silver Age. Other side of the box. And you got, of course, some cool comic book art there. Then we'll look at his accessories. So he comes with this, which has the digital logo on it. He comes with this card, which is the thing about this line is that you can go and get the an online model of the action figure. And you'd scratch off this silver bar on that previous card that I showed you, and it would give you a code. And then here's the typical card with the bio that reads, Ray Palmer is a science liaison to Shade and a hero in his own right as the Atom. He is also the creator of the Ant Farm, a pioneer in miniaturization technology, and a recent welcome addition to the Justice League of America. And then some of his more practical accessories. He comes with one pair of hands, and one is a pointing finger, and the other one is a splayed out hand, which are both fine additions, but I still believe that every superhero should have fists, because that's what they usually use to fight crime. And then he comes with this this mini version of him, a mini-me, which is fine. It's painted nicely. It looks like him. But most like other reviewers, if you go ahead and watch them, I do say that like it would have been neat to have some articulation so he can get in maybe some different poses, so that maybe you can have the actual action figure in that pose and then this one in that same pose, so it looks like he shrunk down. But on to the action figure himself. So here he is in all his glory. So I will briefly mention what connection I've had to him over the years, as that's actually one of my favorite parts of some of these reviews, is talking about the connection I had. He's a Justice Leaguer, so I always kind of knew he was there, but he wasn't, the most, he wasn't like the most prominent character. I didn't get to know him that well. And, yeah, but, I always had that connection through the Justice League. So, yeah. And then as time went on, obviously, I knew him more and more. So, for me, and obviously I know him a lot better nowadays, but he is a Justice League figure. Sorry if I'm pausing. I'm kind of chuckling to myself that when I was pointing out the one of the extra hands with a pointing finger, I said pointing figure, which, I mean, I guess they can point if they have the hand to do so. But anyway, enough of that. If you hear, rumblings in the background, well, it is New Year's Eve. So, as of the time of this recording, so those are fireworks. But anyways, let's take a look at them here. Now, this is how Mcfarlane has been doing a lot of their very basic comic figures who don't have like a whole lot of crazy details or anything like that, as they get kind of a plain body book, and they just make sure that they have some musculature, and then they paint it, like how it is. Now, as far as I remember, this is his typical costume, so you're kind of getting the typical look no matter what. But so it's done in these very vibrant blue and reds. Take a look at the face there. You see you got the Atom, logo there. And it looks like it. Of course, most of it's covered by a mask, so, And you got the ears popping out there. On the back, you get more red and blue all the way down. You do get a belt with a buckle. It's not sculpted on. I wish it was sculpted on, but there's also part of me that doesn't really care because it kind of just works. So, but outside of that, there's only so much to look at here, but that's the whole point is that, does it represent the character? Yeah. Then there's that. Now, I'm not saying that I don't want any detail. I would love, like, maybe there's some texturing to the suit or something like that, but other than that, it's pretty neat. So let's get into articulation. So his head up can move up that far. Can move down. Look side to side. And he's got tilt. Got the typical Mcfarlane shoulder joint. Shoulder can move out that far. We got a bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows. And a wrist hinge and a swivel. He's got a diaphragm, two different diaphragm joints that allow him to go that far back, that far forward, and they tilt and swivel. His legs kick out. They kick back. He's got, and he doesn't really have any rotation up at the thigh. He's got double jointed knees, no boot rotation, but he has a typical swivel at the ankle, and then it goes down, goes up, and he's got rocker and toe articulation. So yeah. Again, apologies for the not the best setup, but hey, what are you gonna do? End of the year, so I'm hoping that maybe by the next one I'll have a better setup. So I have him stand up as best as I can right now without getting too crazy. So let's see, can I? There we go. So that way we can get into some comparisons. So he's probably not standing at his full height, so just keep that in mind. But I got him as good of a height as you're ever going to get. So, all right. And just, I guess, for reference, let's pose him up next to his miniature version of himself. So that's about how small the miniature version of him is. So we'll do mostly Justice League guys here. So I'd like to first start off with the first character that I got this year. This 2024. So the one that started it. And so there is Black Lightning, who is also a Justice League member, so this works out. But yeah. And then actually not too long after him, we have Animal Man. We got those guys. And then for some reason, when I think of the Atom, I also think of these two goofballs here, which is Ted Cord Blue Beetle, which is the body that the Atom is using. And Booster Gold. And of course, we will do. I will apologize in advance because his trident got warped from being in storage. Of course, you don't really see the trident, but you have Aquaman. Oh, I need to lower you. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. So, there's Aquaman. And then try to get them set up and everything. Now we pinched my finger. There's Hal Jordan. Okay, he's not going to stand, so I'm holding him up. And then we'll do the other lantern that's on the Justice League, or the other because there's two primary lanterns, and that is John and Hal. So, because of course Kyle and Guy and Jessica and Simone have all been on the Justice League, but then we will do Wonder Woman. And then of course we will do the world's finest here. We'll do Superman, who's obviously taller and buffer than the Atom. So, yes, I still prefer that Superman. And Batman. So yeah. That pretty much does it, guys. What a year, huh? So, I do hope you enjoyed this review. I won't say the dumb joke of I'll see you next year. But I hope you guys really did enjoy my videos this year. You know, I know I'm not like the biggest channel, or I have all these special edits. I don't edit my video, really. I've thought about like at least getting some basics out of the way so I can, you know, at least edit, how it looks and stuff like that. But I don't edit any of my videos. I think you guys can tell that. And I am, but I'm also really happy to be doing this. You know, this is just fun for me. You know, so I hope it's fun for you guys. I hope that even if my commentary is dumb sometimes, it at least makes you laugh. So yeah. Happy that all of you guys are here, and can't wait to see what next year takes us to. So if you like this video, like, share, and subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.